Hello, Otafest Podcast listeners. This is Season 7, Episode 38 of the Otafest Podcast. This is the non-live episode, the Post-Otafest episode. Once again, we are not all recording together. And by we, I mean me and Nancy and Jay.
It's true. He means us, the three that he named.
We are stricken. Incredibly stricken.
I was using the royal we.
The royal we.
Okay, we obviously did not record together for like 2 years because of COVID. And then we recorded separately, and then we finally got together at the Otafest for the live podcast, and now Angelo and I are sick.
Yeah,
Therefore,
and I got off scot-free.
we've concluded that Nancy is a disease vector.
I was patient 0 this time, and for some reason had no symptoms at
She's
all.
COVID Mary. COVID Nancy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My gosh.
But before we get into that,
Biggest thank you to all of our volunteers, all of our staff, and especially you. The con-goers, for making sure that we have a convention at all. Otafest 2022 was an absolute blast, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Otafest 2023.
You guys made it happen.
3 days of it.
Yes.
next year
And a
for
gala.
our 25th. Oh my goodness, so exciting.
And now back to our regularly scheduled post-con blues.
So, the convention happened, and it was amazing, and it was a rush of adrenaline, and it was just go for 2 days. And then I crashed horrifically on Sunday night.
Not gonna lie, I thought I was happy with only having like a few pieces of the melon bread. I wish I had like 100 more at home for after the con.
Hilariously, okay, I didn't get to have any either. I bought a melon pan and a corgi butt bun, and as I mentioned last episode, I gave them to some starving kids. So now I'm very much of the mentality that I need to go get like makeup melon pan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
head
deserve
over
And
to
like I need to get
Mariah
like
and,
5 of them this time instead of just 1.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get any because I've said before, like, it's not that I don't want them, but I know it's very limited stock, and I believe that our staff, they deserve them, but the con-goers, the attendees deserve them even more.
The con-goers deserve them more.
I agree.
The point of the con is for con-goers to enjoy it.
I'm pretty sure we cleared out our supplier.
I didn't even buy my own shirt.
Jay is like Red Skull in what was it? Avengers Endgame or Infinity War? Which one? Where he was like, I lead others to a treasure which I myself cannot obtain.
Possess.
Ah, yes.
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 I don't
It's
know.
true.
It's not like I'm being selfless necessarily. I just like the whole thing that we do is put on the show. So I wouldn't want people to miss out if I can have something to control over. I'm not going to tell other people what to do, like other staff members or volunteers to not buy things or whatever it may be. But if I know I can help control it, I won't do it. And I can just get it sometime later if I really, really want one.
It's good that I limited myself to only a single corgi butt bun,
Why's that?
but I could have had so many more.
You could have.
Because of what Jay's saying. Like, I could have, if I bought out the entire stock, I would have been exceptionally happy, and I would have been the only happy one.
That's what people will do in the future.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot for me to like mentally imagine Angelo, but like the fat foo in Samurai Champloo.
Well, I'm thinking like Angelo would like buy them all, and then he would sort of like run a black market.
Oh my god.
Black market corgi butt
Yeah,
buns.
he's reselling them.
The corgi butt bun baron.
Yeah.
My
I'm just
goodness.
there sitting on an absolute pile of corgi
He would be
butt
our
buns,
very own Colombian
counting
drug
fat
lord.
stacks of cash while I wear a monocle, smoke a cigar, maybe I have a nice hat on. Ooh.
It's not even a cigar. You're probably just smoking like a melon pan.
Yes. That's even better.
Even better.
Even better.
Oh my goodness. those were amazing. I loved the Convini. It was one of my favorite experiences at Otafest. I can't really qualify that though because it was one of the few things I did get to experience. I was so busy the whole weekend that I didn't even get a chance to go down to the arcade. I didn't get to go to the Gunpla hangar. There were so many things I wanted to do. I didn't even make it to the ramen cart, and I made such a big deal of it. Like the week before, I was like, I have to go.
Easily too. So I didn't go there either, but I heard it was okay. Like pretty decent ramen.
I got some secondhand Gunpla experience from Neat actually.
Yeah.
While we were waiting
in
the hotel lobby with Neat, he was like, "Yo, do you want to see some of the Gunpla?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, show me what you got, dude." So he starts pulling out some of the kits that he got over the weekend, and there was this one kit where it was like oh god, which Gundam was it? The first one.
The RX-78?
Gundam 0079 Gundam. That one.
Okay.
But it was like completely clear. Like, do you guys remember the Game Boy Color Ice from like 25 years ago? It was that kind of plastic where it was like completely clear and see-through. And I was just like, this excites that part of my brain that grew up in the 90s and all electronics were built like this.
The 90s had this thing for like transparency. Remember those bubble chairs?
The see-through Game Boys.
The bubble chairs, the blow up bubble chairs. I used to have some of those.
Oh.
I had a see-through N64.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
I had the purple see-through Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Very classic.
And so just seeing a Gundam, a Plasmod Gundam kit like that, it was just so cool. So cool.
I donated $5 and I got one of the RX-78 model kits from the Gundam hangar. I was like, I don't know, you have to donate to get that, so it makes sense to me. It's a good cause. And you just get one of the little super easy to build kits that like take you less than an hour to build, really. But it's still kind of fun, and I don't really have anything like that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it after I build it, but
put it on your desk.
That would imply that I collect something.
Or on your bookshelf. Put it on your desk at work.
No.
No.
Most definitely not.
We've talked about this. Jay is very anti-clutter
Yeah, basically.
and like anti-excessive things.
The only thing I clutter is like garbage, and that gets thrown out on the regular. And I even hate that because I'm not like super environmentalist. I just hate how much packaging my life has. Like food has so much packaging.
True.
You know? Yeah.
True.
That being said, sort of related to the last two things, I'm thinking I don't make like a huge amount of money, but I live a comfortable enough life. And I have what the kids call disposable income. And I've been thinking about remember Burger King? And they used to have a toy.
You mean like the burger store Burger King?
Yes, Burger Store Burger King.
I do in fact remember that they exist.
Yes. There's not many of them now in Calgary. But back in the day, they used to have a very special Pokemon collectible toy.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're going to talk about the gold
gold-plated
Pokemon cards.
tablet thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the inside the Pokeball display. And
course,
I
they were
never
amazing.
got any of those because I think they were probably $10 to $20 retail.
They were
$15
$15 a pop.
Right.
They were $15 a pop.
And I wasn't gonna ask my parents to buy them. Like I wasn't
me
that
neither.
kid, and I didn't.
I had a full set. I'm pretty sure I have 2 of the Mewtwo's in my desk right beside me right now.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Anyways, I've been thinking
I'm
about
not
buying.
even joking. I don't have any of the balls anymore, but I absolutely have all the cards.
I've been thinking about buying them from eBay.
I got 6, but somehow I ended up with a double of Mewtwo.
That's weird.
Oh, wow.
Wait, who are you
can't
missing
remember
then?
if it
Because
was-
there is 6,
Yeah,
but that means you're missing somebody.
exactly.
Who are you missing?
And Who there was what?
Okay.
Mewtwo, Togepi, Arcanine, I
No,
think.
no
Who
Arcanine.
else?
It's
There's
Poliwhirl,
no Arcanine?
Mewtwo, Pikachu, Togepi,
Oh, is it Jigglypuff then?
Jigglypuff.
Is it Jigglypuff or Poliwhirl that I was missing?
Jigglypuff.
God, I want to
Jiggly.
check now, but there's so much garbage in my desk to dig through that would make a bunch of noise for
Tisk,
the podcast.
Tisk.
And that's exactly why Jay doesn't want clutter.
But yeah, I've been thinking about buying a collection of them, but they would be like $400 to $500 total for the whole collection if I want them in like a decent.
Oh,
What do you
I'm
call it?
missing Charizard.
Oh,
Oh
buddy.
no!
Wow,
No!
this ruins
It's not
my
even
this
worth
is the worst part
not
of my day.
even worth having anymore. But yeah, they cost like about $400 to $500 if I want the whole set in decent condition, and I do want them in
Holy
decent
crap.
condition if I were
Yeah.
to get them. Like I don't want
Yeah,
I
my
just don't want
set
major
is
dings and
not
scratches.
decent
That's all I'm really asking for.
Well, if you're okay with some clutter, you can have one Mewtwo that does not have the plastic cover.
Does it even have
it's-
the certificate of authentication?
Oh, good God, no! I literally only have the certificate authentication on the Pikachu.
No.
Man. I feel like
Immediate
the
no.
Pikachu mains and fans out there would just be like, that's the only one you need. You only need the authenticity verification for that one.
I'm not a collector of things, but this is something I felt like I seriously missed out on as a kid.
You did.
In fact,
That's
even
straight
though
up,
I
these
said
things
I
are
don't
amazing.
blame my parents, I blame my parents for not
Wow.
getting me these when I was younger because it would have only cost $15 back in the day. Now it might cost me
Hundreds.
over $200, over $300 for the whole collection when it would only have cost
I don't know. That sounds like regular inflation.
it would have
to
only
me.
cost $90 for the whole set back in the day.
$90
The
back in the
$90
day
back
was
in the
still
day?
a lot.
Legitimately would have been like $200 today.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call it. That's
But
kind
I'm
of just
paying
inflation.
double for that. For used quality, for God's sake.
Well, that sounds like a deep discussion you need to have with them.
With a therapist.
Man, now that I remember that, because I'm pretty sure it was 15 bucks a pop, because like the Pokeball stand kit that you get to display them in was pretty serious.
It was kind of
Like,
nice.
it was actually pretty damn good. I remember this. I know the reason why I don't have any of the Pokeballs anymore is because I played with them. They were so good.
I linked you guys in our Discord, like in the item listing I'm thinking of potentially. Although that's like a new
Entertaining.
one. That's a new one.
Oh wow!
So that's like more. But so here's the other thing. And I don't know how I feel about this, but it's also harder to do it the other way. So apparently these boxes that they came in a set of blue boxes or a set of red boxes. And online, of course, with like collections that you could buy,
You gotta get both.
sets, you could get like there's ones that are all blue, all red,
Oh, wow.
or blue and red, but they're like not in any sort of way, right? Like if you thought the box art looks better, you know, like Charizard's box in red, well, you can't really guarantee that. You can just basically look at the listing and be like, you know, this sort of works or this one sort of works. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to get them in red if I get them. The blue one doesn't look as good.
I think they definitely look better in red.
Dude, $421 US.
I'm just
Hot
sharing
damn.
the listing. I'm
Plus
not showing you the
shipping.
listing I'm actually probably going to buy from.
God damn.
Like that's wow.
But I'm not even joking.
I spent $2,000 on a chair. It's okay.
It's literally the only chair in Jay's house. I've been there.
That's not true either.
He has
You
some
are full
nice,
of
comfy floor
inaccuracies
mats.
today.
He has some nice, comfy floor mats around his table, and he has one chair in the entire house.
That's not true. I have several chairs and a sofa.
Wow.
Not anymore. You don't. You pawned them off for your one chair
No, I pawned them off for Pokemon.
for Pokemon Gold cards.
Yeah. By the way, they're not actually they're not that collectible or rare, but that's just what's being sold. And of course, if you buy a whole set, then they're usually going to be like, oh, we'll add on whatever cost to that. So
Don't worry, my one Pikachu in the little plastic cover with the certificate of authenticity, that's my retirement savings right there.
Oh, damn.
That's 40 years from now. 40 years from now, I'm gonna put it on Neo eBay, and someone's going to be like, "Wow,
What the hell is Pokemon?
I'll give you like $250 for it." And I'll
No
be
way.
like, "Wow."
Pokemon's never gonna go away. That empire is way too prolific
I don't know,
for it
Nancy.
to ever just disappear.
There's always nuclear winter.
Okay. Everything short of nuclear winter, I don't think Nintendo's ever going to choose to stop making
There's always
Pokemon
climate change.
items, materials, merch. Like, I feel like that's never gonna happen.
Probably not. But yeah, between the blue and the red box collection, I think I'll go for the red.
That's fair. You get what you like.
I think it just looks better. I think it just actually looks better. Also, in my I don't know. I just feel like a lot of stuff back in the day, like the Pokemon stuff used to come more packaged in red stuff than it used to be in blue stuff.
It's very true.
I don't know
I
why.
never realized there was the blue box packages.
The blue
I'm
box
pretty sure the ones
packaging
that I
just
had were
doesn't
red.
look as good somehow because it doesn't like, I don't know what to describe it. I just, in my
Although-
mind, the red packaging just is like Pokemon color packaging, like
To
Pokemon
you, yeah.
logo stuff
When-
goes with red.
When I'm reminded of Pokemon merch back in the day that was tied to fast food places, there was a collection of Pokemon Beanie Babies that was sold through KFC that I would not stop seeing commercials for on TV, and I wanted them so much because I was
I've never heard of this. I need to
kind of
Google
a
this.
fan. And here's the thing, because I was living in Windsor, Ontario at the time, I was getting Detroit TV, and they were America only. They were states only.
Oh,
And there was,
that would
off the
explain
top of my
it.
head, there was Vulpix, Seal, Zubat, and there were 3 other ones, probably a Pikachu. I don't know. And
Yeah, I found
wanted
a
them
listing
so
for
bad.
a Zubat.
And once we went to the KFC in the city for dinner, and I was like, "Can we get them?" And they asked, and they were like, "Sorry, that's the United States only thing." And I was like,
Hold on.
the fuck did you
Hold
just
on.
say to me, bitch?"
I'm linking you guys in the Discord to a web page that has a picture of all 4 of the Beanie Babies that
Oh, there was
Angelo
4. Okay.
well, there could be more, but this page says KFC has brought out 4 different Pokemon Beanie Baby toys. You can take a look at the picture. It's a very simple website. Look at
Angel Fire.
Yeah, I was
Holy
just gonna
crap,
say, look at
that's
the
a-
URL.
Oh,
Dratini, let's go.
what?
I didn't email Boris at hotmail.com.
Oh my, no
I don't know what that means.
It's an Angel Fire web. This website is still alive?
I did not purposefully choose an Angel Fire link. I just Googled it, and in the first 3 links is an Angel Fire
So
URL, and I was like, it's the one. I need to
God.
look at this.
So back in the day,
My God.
we weren't crossing the border very often, but my dad, who was a trucker,
Whoa.
was crossing the border every single day.
Cross border every day.
And so I'm just like, Dad, please.
Father,
Just
Father,
you don't even have to buy food there.
if you love me, Father.
It's going to be $16 US. Come on.
Father,
Come on.
please.
That's like only 500 Canadian. Please. It was the late
Father.
90s. Keep in mind the exchange rate at the time. And my dad just looked at me. He looked down at me.
As he
because he was
should.
like 6'3" as an adult. And me being like an 8 or a 10-year-old was like 2 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And he just looked down at me and he said, "No."
No. Dreams crushed.
I was devastated.
See, with the Pokemon toys from Burger King, I just never asked.
Oh, I asked.
Straight up.
Yeah.
My parents, I would probably say I have, it's not like I lived the most struggle-free life or whatever, but there was always food on the table and you never had to worry about the bills, not being paid kind of stuff. But I also just did not ask for too many things. I asked for some things sometimes and I still feel guilty about it then. But I would probably go ahead to the point and say that if I had asked, my parents probably would have bought the toys for me.
When I was a child, when it came to Pokemon at least, I was a shameless little gremlin.
All right.
Like, I feel like I didn't usually ask for much, but as soon as it had the freaking little red cheeks with the yellow rat, I was like, I will empty out my parents' entire wallet.
Oh, God.
I probably asked for a few video games, and I probably asked for, like, let's say we went, like, shoe shopping as a kid, I would probably ask for the nicer pair of shoes.
Man. If we went shoe shopping, I'd be like, oh, yeah, you can pick me up some shoes. I'll be over at Electronics Boutique. I'll be looking at the Pokemon stuff they have. Okay, have a good one. Bye. I was a freaking gremlin. God damn.
The man knows what he is.
My parents in junior high deliberately bought me larger runners, expecting that I would grow into them, and then I stopped growing, like, immediately. Like, I'm pretty much the same size I have been since I was whatever age I was in grade 7, 12. Like, I have not grown more than that. And it was just like, I absolutely respect my parents for having been like, oh yeah, she's going to keep growing. We're just going to buy her bigger runners and then she can wear them for like an extra couple of years. And it was like, nope, I'm just gonna keep wearing these size 7 runners until I wear them out. And I did, because when shoes are too big for you, you also wear them out faster. Because you're dragging them more, you're also trying to tie them tighter, and the shoelaces will like eventually pull into the material, like they kind of like warp the material when you tie them too tight. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely respect where my parents thought they were going with that, but unfortunately it just didn't work out that way.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the stupid thing I want to buy. I don't know why I brought it up. I don't remember.
This is the place to bring that up.
It's true.
This is the right place.
When it comes to silly little things like that, silly little things that you remember from your childhood that you just want to bring back. On one hand, it's like weaponized nostalgia. It's what a lot of movies are banking on these days. Mm-hmm. I don't know who had nostalgia for Morbius, but somebody did.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time.
Oh my god.
But somebody did. But I mean, at some point, it's kind of worth it. Like last year or the year before, I was talking about the moped that I shipped out from my dad, mm-hmm. and that I got running because it was supposed to be like my moped, my method of transportation once I was old enough to actually drive it, and we could just never get it running back then. So I put a lot of money just to hear it go vroom vroom and start like Newman around the block with it, you know? It's a kind of money that it doesn't make sense to spend, but it still makes me happy to spend it.
I understand.
Yeah.
Did I mention that I'm looking into getting my motorcycle license?
Nope.
You actually did. Back when I was talking about the moped like a year ago.
Yeah.
We joked about having an Otafest motorcycle club.
I'd be
we
down
can't
for that.
call it a motorcycle gang.
Yes, we can.
I don't know. Gang's got that really odd stigma associated
We're
with
taking it back.
Squad? Can
We're
we go
taking
squad?
it back from these
I would
absolute
absolutely obtain a
Like we have.
moped.
How do I get a leather Aurora's Angels bomber jacket?
Oh man. I
Wait,
can
was
see
it?
the design right now.
Was it with you guys that there was like the little... Yeah, no, I think it was with you guys. We saw the mopeds outside of like...
Yes.
Calgary
actually has a scooter gang.
Scooter
Yeah.
gang.
A scooter club, I should say. It's the Apocalypse Scooter Club here in Calgary. I only know this because eons ago while I was shopping on Kijiji for scooters, one of them was like, by the way, this scooter has an Apocalypse Scooter Gang sticker on it. So free membership to the Apocalypse Scooter Gang Calgary Scooter Club.
Dang.
I looked into this.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into the scooter club just out of pure curiosity. But we actually saw some of their members the other day.
We sure did.
What part of the city was that in? I don't know.
We were
Bridgeland.
Bridgeland.
Bridgeland. That's right. Right outside the Ikusa there.
Oh, that was cool.
And they had a Honda Monkey there. They had a couple of old Vespas there. They had a 1980s Honda scooter. I can't remember, or was it a Yamaha? I can't remember which one it was.
There was a Honda.
But they were just cool. They were fun to see.
Mm-hmm.
I am a scooter enjoyer. I am a moped enjoyer. I like those goofy little bikes.
I have this really fond image in my head of like having a little Vespa and getting groceries and just like nooming around.
Zooms.
And it's like, it's something that I could only do even if I went and like got my license and got a moped. It's something I could really only do for like 3 months of the year.
But it's fun.
Yes.
But it's fun.
That's the whole point.
It's fun.
I mean, you were talking about getting a like e-bike, and that's 3 months of the year too.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's arguable that of course it's less expensive, but it's also a different experience.
Well,
I would actually argue that an e-bike is a better experience because you're not paying licensing or
An extra
registration or
license fee,
insurance
yeah.
fees.
mm-hmm.
You basically get the e-bike and then you just jump on it.
But it's also a different experience entirely.
Yes, it is different because you're not going.
I don't know
as
if it's
fast.
better.
I actually
Specifically.
would argue that it is better. I don't have that much. I don't have very much to go off of that because again, my moped is only a 30 kilometer per hour moped.
Yeah.
My e-bike is legitimately faster than it. But
It's not necessarily just about speed, but like actual ride quality, the engineering.
the ride quality here in Calgary for bikes is amazing. The bike
but I would-
pathways are so comfy. They're so nice to drive down. You get out of traffic. You don't have to worry about getting crushed by a car.
I'm thinking still more about like you're talking about scooters and mopeds. I'm thinking motorbike because that's what I want to get. And this is something that I would like to take to like Canmore and Banff, something that you probably wouldn't do with either your bike or your scooter, your moped.
That's the thing. Like
So-
if I were to take my bike or my scooter out to Banff, it would be in the back of a truck, and then I would scoot around Banff with the bike or the scooter after parking the truck. So it wouldn't really be taking a bike out to Banff. It would be biking in Banff. There's a big difference there. But I feel like no, I can't speak for the experience of motorcycling.
Motorcycling. Sure.
I'm COVID brained.
It's okay.
How's the COVID brain doing? Are you finding that your focus is just gone all the time?
I have had no focus over the last 3 days. So, yeah, for a timeline, on Wednesday, I started feeling not good. I tested myself in the morning just to make sure because I'd heard other people from Otafest had come down with COVID. So I tested myself, no big I came up negative. I went to work. I started feeling woozy at work.
Oh, God.
The next morning I tested myself before going into work, and the line showed up very, very faintly.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I looked up online, and they were like, yeah, if anything comes up for that test line at all, it's a positive. Stay home. So I called my boss. I arranged everything. That was all good. And that was Thursday. Thursday, I was like, haha, I'm feeling a little bit woozy, but I'm going to enjoy this coronacation. Thursday was the last day that I actually feel like I accomplished anything. Yesterday was actually pretty good. Nancy and I actually had some a little bit of a voice acting project that we got to work on, and that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Surprisingly, like just speaking into the microphone for the 45 minutes or an hour, whatever it was. I came out of it with my throat feeling better than I did going in.
Nice.
It was kind of interesting, but just like the use like loosened me up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what it was. But ever since like Thursday evening, I've had quite a bit of a headache. I think it was Saturday that I got so pissed off because whenever the headache gets too big, like sometimes I'll take like a shower to like calm myself out. I find the showers really relaxing. Or I'll take a nap. Naps are always great. Saturday specifically, in the early afternoon, I was like, oh, I'm not feeling great. I'm going to go have a nap. I woke up from the nap feeling even worse. I felt like I'd trolled myself. Like the last couple good hours in the day, I spent sleeping. And I was just like, this isn't how this is supposed to work. I want to speak to COVID's manager. What's going on here?
Oh, boy. See, this is why I was going to be like, hey, I know it's late. Do you need me to, like, bring you some Neocitrin? And you were like, no.
God.
F that stuff. I don't even like the way that tastes anymore. And I was like, okay, so
God.
no Neocitrin for you.
So back, I don't know what happened. Back in, like, the late 90s, early 2000s, Neocitrin was the GOAT. It was so good. Like, not only did it taste good, it worked really well. And then I think it was about 10 years ago, I felt really sick one time. So I went and bought Neocitrin again because I remember how well it worked. And it was like drinking hot lemonade. It was so good.
Yeah, yeah.
I poured it. It was the most gut-wrenching, foul, horrible, awful taste. Like I was throwing up anyways because I was sick that entire like week.
Oh.
But the Neocitrin just activated the gag reflex right away again. I don't know if people were actively buying Neocitrin because it tasted good and had medicinal properties and like just drinking too much of it to the point where they had to change the formula, or if there was some other difference, or maybe I was just stupid when I was a kid and it's always tasted bad.
No.
I don't know what it is.
No, I think, okay, so it's a couple of things. I wouldn't be surprised if they've changed the formula since, but I noticed when I had COVID a little while ago, I noticed that it only tastes good when you've just poured, like a couple of minutes after you've just poured, like boiling water into it and it's still hot. Because the second it gets anywhere near lukewarm or like anywhere even cooler, like it tastes really bad. It only tastes good when it's hot.
And like there's no salvaging it.
Oh, okay. And also my other point before we get on is that when you're sick and you're already throwing up, trying to have anything that even remotely tasted good before when you weren't sick, that like changes the wiring in your brain to always think of that thing that you had the last time you were like throwing up sick, to just be revolting.
Yeah. Like
So,
I will
it could be
just
a mix of both.
Never again Neocitrin. Sorry.
I'm
Go ahead, Jay.
also sick,
Uh-huh.
in case anyone gave a shit.
You mentioned it earlier.
I've just been fine on Neocitrin,
Oh, good.
so I don't know what the problem is.
I'm glad that's working out for you.
But
Maybe I have
I
good
will
taste.
say-
Who knows?
that is not something
Or
I
maybe
know
the COVID's
of from you.
Maybe the COVID's already taken your sense of taste. I'm so sorry.
I think
So I
that
didn't
I know
lose my
much
sense of
better food
taste.
than you have ever tasted, Angelo.
Wow, those are some fighting words.
No,
I'm
they're
gonna
not.
have to be present for when the two of you have some kind of food showdown. As an impartial judge, of course. Obviously.
I will say that the berry version does not taste very good, but the lemon is fine.
I had really gross tasting berry cough syrup as a kid, so I've never been able to have anything else like
All
artificial
medicinal
berry flavor.
Yeah, all medicinal berry type stuff is not nearly as good. Lemon is fine. Stick with lemon.
Lemon's generally pretty inoffensive,
it'll just do the
right?
job for you.
So now that we're onto the flavors of cough syrup, Nancy,
Oh, boy.
being the god among bros that she is, dropped off, how did you pronounce it? Peipaco?
Peipaco.
Peipaco cough syrup for me, which is, For me, reading the ingredients list, it's honey with a bunch of different herbs in it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I swallowed it, immediately I was like, this tastes like cherries. Why does it taste like cherries? And I looked at the ingredients list, and there's nothing on it that tastes anything similar to cherries.
And let's be clear, not fake cherry. It doesn't taste like that weird chemically fake cherry.
It tastes like really good, like a nice, tart, fresh cherry.
With like a little tinge of mint to it.
Like good stuff. Yes, that the menthol was one of the ingredients. So that's where the minty feeling that clears out your sinuses comes from.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I had a spoonful about half an hour before the podcast started, and I understand that what I basically what I swallowed was just a big old spoonful of really tasty honey.
Mm-hmm.
But tea with honey is also one of the things that's been helping me out over the weekend.
If you want, okay, so when I dropped off this glass bottle, like this very hefty bottle of cough syrup for Angelo, he asked for directions, and I said, just take the biggest spoonful, like the biggest spoon that you've got. You want to just take like fill it and then just like put it in your mouth and just suck on it. And he was like, okay, I have a lot of like I've got ladles, and then I like quickly qualified. I was like, okay, the biggest spoon you can fit in your mouth.
Straight up, like she said, the biggest spoon you've got, and I'm like, wow, we've got some serving spoons. I've got this nice teakwood salad spoon. We got some soup ladles.
I would say that out of any type of utensil, either a knife or a spoon get really large. Forks don't get very large.
No,
but you
unless
can
it's a
get
salad
if
tosser.
you say like if you have a large spoon, and I'm like, a ladle is a spoon.
Yeah, a ladle is a derivative of a spoon, true.
So we got our regular tablespoons, but I went to the bottom of the pile where we have like our serving spoons, if
delicious.
you will.
The bottom of the pile.
They're the one size larger tablespoon that you might use for cranberry sauce or like things that are not liquidy, but not like a main dish, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like a slightly larger than tablespoon is a reasonable serving spoon. So I used one of those. Used one of those, filled it up, and just like Nancy said, just stuck it on my tongue, sucked on it, and This is
the only cough syrup where you actually want to lick the spoon.
Yes.
Industry secret for anyone who's listening, this is a voice actor's dream cough syrup. And this is my secret for whenever my throat needs a little bit of extra attention and it's feeling a little bit frayed or I have a cough. This is what I turn to.
Drugs, Nancy.
I have
Drugs.
cough syrup that's like 90%
it's honey and flowers.
Drugs.
It's honey and flowers.
I see now that you are a performance enhanced voice actor.
Damn right she is.
Dang right. But then I told Angelo to keep this in the fridge because the next time he goes to take a big spoonful of this, it's going to be cold, which makes it like 90% better.
Nice.
Why does it make it better?
It's just that extra, like when it's cold plus the menthol, it's just extra better.
But aren't you putting it? Are you not mixing this into hot water?
Nuh-uh. No, just have like a spoonful.
I thought it was like a mixture, because like we were talking about neocitrin and they were talking about cough syrup, and I was like, I guess you don't mix cough syrup in hot water, but I kind of just glossed over that bit, and I was like, maybe you put it in hot water.
If you want some purple drink,
to be fair,
hell yeah,
Jay also has COVID brain.
It's true. And then I just have regular brain, which is also a problem.
Versus regular brain.
It's not.
Eons
I'm fighting
ago.
a losing battle here, friends.
A billion years ago.
I might not be here for next episode.
A fish climbed onto the beach. And that was a very bad idea, and now we have these brain problems.
And then we have to pay taxes.
God.
And now you have to debug my broken code.
If only it worked for that fish.
Damn
if
fish.
only. But yeah, I'm super glad that it worked out for Angelo. Originally, I was gonna drop it off yesterday, but because Angelo was taking said nap before he awoke with a worse headache, he didn't respond to me in time, so I just didn't bring it with me when I was out. So I ended up having to bring it today, and it sounds like it's doing its magic, so that makes me so happy.
Yes. Nancy is Brosidon, Lord of the Broshin, right now.
Damn, I love that title. I'm gonna put that on my Twitter profile.
Let's go. You can put it on your business card.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ran out of business cards, so you can just make a new business card.
Yeah, you know what? True. Be true.
If I don't see it, we'll know that she didn't take you sincerely.
I do actually have more business cards. I was just out for the day.
Lies.
Very fair.
Lies.
I only had so many stacks with me, okay?
No, you just need to wear cargo pants like a good
a good 90s gal? Yeah.
Person.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
You're right.
Nancy's business cards were serious business. God damn. But
you didn't see Neat's
I
business
got one
card.
from her. I did not see Neat's business
Neat
card.
has a nice
actually
business
have.
card.
Here we are.
Cute.
Nancy's business card has her Twitch emotes on one side. It has her information on the other. It's such a heavy material. It almost feels like it could be like a gift card material, if you know what I mean. Where you would swipe it in one of the machines.
Oh, you're right. It is like that perfect that perfect stiffness.
Like holding it in my hands, beholding the majesty that is that is Nancy's card. It makes me almost go like Patrick Bateman in my mind with that business card monologue that they had in the movie thing there.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't.
It's just good.
It's just good. I'm glad. I wanted them to just be I didn't want them to be super fancy. I didn't want to put foil on them or anything quite so extra. As much as I love gold foil or silver holographic foil or something, I just didn't want it to be quite that extra. So I opted for just nicer cardstock instead, and it paid off.
Now that I think about it, would it be illegal to shamelessly steal the layout of a Pokemon card and put your own business card information on it?
First of all,
man.
You're wrong. Don't do it with a Pokemon card. You have every opportunity to do it with a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yes.
And as we
Yes,
all
be
know,
true.
if in the world of trading card games, Yu-Gi-Oh cards have the most memes associated with them. The meme per card is incredible numbers. So that way you can slap that down and be like,
Kinda
I
like
give
the
you my
damage
information in attack mode.
You activated my business card.
Exactly. You're welcome.
What if the business card is the trap card?
You're welcome.
You
Thanks.
never want your business card to be the trap card. You want your business card to be the magic card for them.
Perhaps.
At worst, you want to be an effect monster. Let's be real. Trap cards are always bad. They always make whenever you get a trap card activated against you, it feels horrible.
Anyways, my COVID brain is fast oncoming. I can feel the fog rolling in. It's not good. I've given you my best idea of the last week, and it's all I have left.
Which means that we should be saying goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for
See you
listening.
next time.
I'm a bat.